In the last video, I told you something specific. Your salary jump, the 30 to 50% one, starts with one skill. This is that skill. Welcome to stage 2. Today we open up SAP Integration Suite, the highest demand BTP skill in the market right now. By the end of this video, you will understand 4 things clearly. What Integration Suite actually is, and why it replaced the older SAP middleware. Its 5 core capabilities and which ones matter on real projects. What an iFlow is, explained so simply that you will wonder why nobody told you this before. And the exact split, what you as a functional consultant own in an integration project versus what developers handle. That last section is where your confidence comes from. Stay for it. First, the problem Integration Suite exists to solve. A modern company does not run on one system. S/4HANA runs the core, Salesforce runs sales, SuccessFactors runs HR, a bank portal handles payments, suppliers run their own ERPs, customers order through web stores. 10, 20, sometimes 50 different systems. And none of them speak the same language. Different data formats, different protocols, different security rules. Someone has to make them talk to each other, reliably, securely, thousands of times per day. That someone is SAP Integration Suite. The official term is iPaaS, Integration Platform as a Service. But here is the analogy that makes it real. Think of an international courier company like DHL. You hand them a package in Delhi, it arrives in Frankfurt. You never think about what happened in between. But in between, customs forms were translated. Local delivery rules were followed. The package was tracked, secured, and confirmed. Integration Suite is the DHL of your system landscape. A sales order leaves the web store. It arrives in S/4HANA. Correctly formatted, securely delivered, fully tracked. Everything in between, translation, routing, security, monitoring, Integration Suite handles it. One history note, because interviewers love this. Before Integration Suite, SAP's middleware was called PI and then PO, Process Integration, Process Orchestration. Those ran on-premise on your own servers. Integration Suite is their cloud successor, fully managed by SAP, always updated, running on BTP. Companies migrating from PI-PO to Integration Suite is itself a massive project wave right now. One more reason this skill is in demand. Now, the 5 capabilities. Integration Suite officially lists around 11 components, but on real projects, 5 carry the load. Those 5 are what you need. Capability 1. Cloud integration. This is the flagship, the delivery network itself. Older consultants still call it CPI, Cloud Platform Integration. You will hear that name in every project meeting. Cloud integration is where integration flows, iFlows, are designed, deployed, and monitored. Cloud to cloud, cloud to on-premise, SAP to SAP, SAP to anything. If Integration Suite is DHL, cloud integration is the actual delivery network moving every package. Capability 2. API management. APIs are the doorways into your systems. API management is the security desk at every doorway. Who is allowed in, how many requests per minute, which data they can see, full tracking of every visit. When your company exposes S/4HANA data to a partner, API management controls that exposure safely. Capability 3. Event mesh. This one is different, and it is the future. Traditional integration asks, System A calls System B and waits for an answer. Event-driven integration says, something happened, tell everyone who cares. A customer is created in S/4HANA. That is an event. Event mesh broadcasts it, and every subscribed system reacts instantly. CRM updates, marketing tool updates, analytics updates. Nobody asked, nobody waited, it just flowed. Like package tracking notifications. You subscribed once, now every status change reaches you automatically. Capability 4. Open connectors. Over 170 pre-built connectors to non-SAP applications. Gmail, Dropbox, Slack, payment gateways, marketing platforms. Instead of building a custom connection from zero, you use a ready-made connector. Days of work become hours. Think of it as DHL's pre-negotiated partnerships with 170 foreign carriers. The route already exists, you just use it. Capability 5. The B2B pair, Trading Partner Management and Integration Advisor. For companies exchanging formal documents with partners, purchase orders, invoices, shipping notices in EDI formats. If you work in SD or MM, you have met EDI. This is where it lives now. And one supporting player you must know, the Cloud Connector. Most companies still run S/4HANA or ECC on-premise behind their firewall. The Cloud Connector is the secure tunnel between BTP in the cloud and those on-premise systems. Small component, critical job. It appears in every hybrid landscape diagram you will ever see. Now, the star of the show. What exactly is an iFlow? An iFlow integration flow is one complete recipe for moving data from system A to system B. And here is the part nobody tells functional consultants. An iFlow is not code. It is a visual diagram built by dragging and dropping components on a canvas. Let me walk you through the anatomy of one iFlow. 4 parts. Part 1. The sender. Where the data comes from. The web store, Salesforce, a bank. Part 2. The adapter. The plug that speaks the sender's language. There are adapters for everything. HTTPS, SFTP, OData, SOAP, REST, IDOC, RFC. Do not memorize these names today. Just understand the concept. Each adapter is a different plug shape for a different socket. Part 3. The processing steps. The middle of the flow where the magic happens. The most important step is mapping. The web store calls it customer_name. S/4HANA calls it KUNNR with a customer number. Mapping is the translation table. This field here becomes that field there. And here is your edge. Who knows what each S/4HANA field means? Who knows which fields are mandatory on a sales order? Not the developer, you, the functional consultant. Mapping decisions are business decisions. Hold that thought. Part 4. The receiver, where the data lands. Usually your S/4HANA through its own adapter. Sender, adapter, processing and mapping, receiver. That is an iFlow. Every integration you will ever discuss follows this anatomy. Now, the time machine. Pre-built content. Here are the official numbers. 3,400 plus pre-built integrations. 4,000 plus ready APIs. 479 business events. What does that actually mean? It means when your company says, connect S/4HANA to SuccessFactors for employee data, that integration has already been built by SAP, tested, documented, maintained. You download the package from the SAP Business Accelerator hub, configure your system details and deploy. What used to take 3 months of custom development becomes 2 weeks of configuration. This changes the consultant's job. The old question was, can we build this connection? The new question is, does pre-built content already exist for this? And answering that question does not need coding skills. It needs process knowledge and the ability to search the Accelerator hub. That is a functional consultant's job hiding in plain sight. Which brings us to the section I promised. The split. In an integration project, what is yours and what belongs to developers? Yours, requirement definition. What data moves, from where to where, how often, what triggers it. Only someone who understands the business process can answer these. Yours. Field mapping decisions. Which web store field feeds which S4 HANA field? What the mandatory fields are? What happens when a value is missing? The developer builds the mapping you define. Yours. Error handling rules. Order fails because the customer is blocked. What should happen? Retry? Alert someone? Park it? That is a business decision. Your decision. Yours. Testing and validation. Does the order look correct in S4 HANA? Is pricing right? Is the partner determination correct? Nobody validates this better than you. The developer's side. Building the iFlow on the canvas. Writing scripts for complex transformations. Configuring adapters technically. Performance tuning. See the pattern? The developer owns the how. You own the what and the why. And on every project I have seen, the what and the why is where projects succeed or fail. So how do you start? 3 steps. Step 1. Get your free BTP trial account and enable Integration Suite in it. Completely free. Step 2. Open the SAP Business Accelerator Hub. Just search that name and browse pre-built packages for your own module. SD Consultants. Search S4 HANA sales integrations. Seeing real packages makes everything concrete. Step 3. Open one pre-built iFlow and just look at it. Find the sender, find the adapters, find the mapping, find the receiver. You now know the anatomy. You will recognize every part. Quick summary. Integration Suite is SAP's cloud integration platform, the DHL of your landscape, successor to PI and PO. 5 capabilities matter: cloud integration, API management, event mesh, open connectors, and the B2B pair, plus the cloud connector tunnel. An iFlow is a visual recipe: sender, adapter, mapping, receiver, not code. 3,400 plus pre-built integrations turn months into weeks. And the functional consultant owns the what and the why: requirements, mappings, error rules, validation. Now, in this video you saw integrations without code. In the next video, we go one step further, building entire applications without code. SAP Build, the low-code revolution on BTP. Approval apps, custom forms, automated workflows, built by functional consultants, no programming background needed. If integration was your entry into the technical world, SAP Build is where you start creating in it. Do not miss it. If this video made Integration Suite finally clear, subscribe to SAPific Ocean. And drop a comment. Which system does your company struggle to connect with SAP? I read and reply to every single comment. See you in the next video.